Okay, alright, so we're back again. And I might separate this video on the channel, I was just thinking. So this is part 3 now, in case I upload these separately, which I probably will. So thanks for tuning in for part 3, if you're here. Very cool that you're watching. And, I'd love to get some more videos up on the channel. I'd love to get some more tutorials from other developers. So if anyone does have any videos that they're interested in uploading to the channel, that I'm actually, this is just off the top of my head, I am interested in doing that as well. Anybody who has maybe a tutorial or maybe a developer diary video, that might be kind of cool to put on the channel as well. So I'm interested, and it's just off the top of my head now, but if somebody wants to do that, please let me know. That'll be cool, and it's a good way for me to grow the channel as well, of course. So all right, so let me. All right, let's do this Chartboost one first, since I've just done that. I should have gone for RevMob first, whatever. So in the app delegate.m and mainly search for the following string and fill in your Chartboost ID and signature. So the app delegate.m, let's find that one first. I think it's in main, is it? Yeah, there we go. And it says that I can search for this CP Chartboost app ID, and then I've got to replace it. Control F to find, and let's see if we can find it. There we go. Yeah, so this is why no ads appeared when I first played the game, is because there's no app ID put in there. So double tap. And put this in here, good douche. And the second part, 67, put that in there, kaboom. Okay, and I'm going to click Command and S or Control and S to save that. So that's the first part, and then it said also in another section as well, in the main menu layer.m. And there's a layer folder there, main menu layer.m. If you can't find it, and I'll show you this later, guys, you can just do a search up here using this little magnifying glass button, and you can find it that way. Control and F, and let's search for this bad boy. There we go, it is there. 098A. Okay, that's one, and then we've got the app signature as well. Kaboom. OF67. There you go. Bam. All right, so that's Chartboost done. God, and it's a wake up juice. Save that file as well. You can go to click file and save up there as well, and just make sure that it doesn't appear shadowed here or grayed out. That means it's not been saved. So next part is, so let's go through this step by step on using this sheet. So we've got our Chartboost one there. I'm just going to click done, and it says the next one is RevMob. So let's go up here, and how do I do this now? I need to add another app. I've not used RevMob a lot at all. In fact, I've only used it for one game, which is this one. So I've not done this so much. I don't know if RevMob at the moment seems to not be paying out very well. I've heard some complaints online through the iPhone Dev SDK forum. I've not had a payout from them yet, so I don't know how it goes so far. I always sing praises to Chartboost though. AppLovin revenue seems to have done really well also. And I'm going to add AppLovin. AppLovin will be in this reskin as well, so you know, it should be pretty good. And I'll see when they pay and if I can have them in more of my games. So name is Clumsy Pet Day Saga. I'm going to put iOS on the end again. Optional content. Please let them know. There's no dating, no gambling, no religion. Oh no, I don't want to block any of these types of ads. That's fine. Click save. a spot on my head. Jesus. Having acne when you're 32. What is that all about? I'm allergic to milk, dairy. Can you believe that? Jesus. Being a Westerner and being allergic to milk just like cuts out half of your diet. It's such a pain in the ass. So Clumsy Pet Day Saga, App ID. There we go. I'm going to click on this button here. Copied. Ends in 00019. App delegate. So I'm going to search here RevMob. So in the app delegate M file, search for the following string RevMob ID. Alright, so it's only in one place. It's in the app delegate, which is in the main folder, I think. There we go. Kaboom. Control F. 8 matches for RevMob. Let's find the right one. Hello, where are we? It might be at the top, maybe. Might be in here. I can't find it. There we go. Okay. Start session with app ID. Maybe it's that one. There we go. So RevMob has start session with app ID, and I replaced that there. So they've done a really good job, these guys, in creating a project which is easily reskinnable and easy for other developers just to come in and, you know, put their app IDs and their artwork in there. That was the whole point of this project when it was being built, and it's the point of my project as well that I'm working on now, is just to make the reskin so simple and quick and having everything in one place, like the IDs and so on. My projects before were kind of messy, so I'm working very hard to make this new project extremely clean. That's the goal. Alright, so AppLovin, change the AppLovin SDK. So we'll go info.plist. Where do we put this info.plist thing now? That's a good question. It's somewhere. You see, this is how I don't know XCode very well, as you can see. I don't even know where the info plist thing is kept inside of the project. Is it in one of the folders? Is it not in the folders? Is it under the product? No, it's not there. Is it under resources? There it is, info.plist. There we go. And I've got to change one of these things. It says, so in info, change the AppLovin SDK key. Okay, AppLovin SDK key. There it is. There we go. So at the top there. So I've got to get my SDK key from AppLovin. I love the name of that site, AppLovin. It reminds me of McLovin. From, what's the name of the movie? I forgot the name of the movie. Superbad. So that's cool. I don't think I need to create an application key in here. I think I just need to, I don't need to create a new application, I just need to find my key. And what it'll do is it will detect, once you load the game, once you run the game with the app key, then in the website it will show, it will list out that app. So that's a cool way of doing it. You don't have to add the app manually. So the problem is, where do I get my key? Okay. Keys. There we go. Looks like it could be that one. Copy. Alrighty. And then I'm presuming that I can just delete, enter, skadoosh, I guess. We'll see if that works or not. It'll tell us on the website if it's then registered. You know, it'll appear on applovin.com. And I think that's it for the ad networks. I think we're done there. We've got RevMob, Chartboost, Tapjoy. The game doesn't use Tapjoy, so I'm not really bothered. about adding that Jello is sub to handle Tapjoy promotions for incentivized downloads. Oh, that's if you want to promote it. Oh, excuse me. Not explain the benefits. But if you wish to use Tapjoy, scan for the following string in the app delegate. Yeah. I'm not bothered about Tapjoy, to be honest. I probably won't be advertising this application for paid downloads, so I'm not going to bother with that. But I can adjust it later if I really, really wanted to. And alright, so I'm going to click save, and I'm going to build it. And I'm also going to connect to my VPN on my phone, on my iPod, so that I can see the ads appear okay, because the VPN is like a proxy. It allows me to connect to the overseas internet as opposed to the Chinese internet, which is naff. It's a naff connection. It's one of my pet peeves is slow, bad internet connection. When I go back home or if I go overseas and I've got fast internet connection, it's like Christmas for me. I love it. So this is building now. Hopefully all the things that I've put in there will run okay. As they mention these issues, don't worry about them. It doesn't matter. You see you've got 50 issues laid out here that they say don't worry about that, and it's not been a problem for me uploading or anything, so that's cool. I'm gonna let this build and I'll try and show you guys to see if the ads do appear, and I also need to check in the ad networks here if everything shows up okay, everything gets registered. So looks like it's going to run in a second. Alright, yeah, so that's running. We've got this loading screen here. That's not mine, of course. Excuse me. I think this it usually takes a second to get off this front screen. There you go. So I don't think an ad appears at this point. I think oh, there we go. Yeah. So there you go. We've got some ads pop up, and Clash of Clans, man, they advertise everywhere. I'm going to click on it just to see what happens. And you can see down here it's got that was a RevMob ad. Okay, so RevMob is working. There you go. I'm looking down here on the bottom of my screen here, guys, just so you know. Following the what do you call it, the log output, and that should go to the App Store, which I think it is. So RevMob successfully registered in RevMob servers, loading iTunes URL, opening frame. So that's cool. So it looks like RevMob is good. Always check your ad networks when you put them in your game. You know, give them a tap. Just make sure that it's okay and it's linking. And then even when you publish your game onto iPhone or Android or wherever, go back into your ad network and make sure that you're making revenue through those ad networks. It might seem like an obvious thing to do, but if you're doing a lot of games on a lot of different networks like I do, you know, finishing a game in just a few days, it's important to go back and just make sure that you are making revenue, you know, or you might have missed something. Like, for example, I did miss that the other day where I had published a game, and what happened? I'm losing what I'm thinking here. And it wasn't making any revenue. In fact, I think it was this game. I think it was this one. It wasn't making any revenue, I think, through Chartboost. And it's just because I didn't set it to the right orientation. I set it to landscape instead of portrait, and so there's no money for like 7 days. And I checked, and I was like, why is there no money? So I lost money for 7 days, or I didn't make money for 7 days on that particular ad network on that game. So I went in and I changed it, and then I started making money. So always check your ad networks. So another ad has appeared as well. So 2 ads appear on top of each other, and this one is probably Chartboost maybe. If I click on it, yeah, it looks like a Chartboost ad. That other one didn't load before because of my terrible internet connection, and you can even see here that it's just slow and horrible. In fact, this log won't work right now because as you can see here on the top left, it's no longer debug checking. It's not connected because I just closed the app and restarted it. So, but there you go. It's gone to the Sims Free Play on iTunes, And that was a Chartboost ad, I'm sure. So I'll just go back into the game. You see it's loaded again. And I think this first screen shows RevMob, so I'm just going to close off RevMob. Chartboost appears as well. I'm going to close that off. I'm going to click free to play, and the last one was AppLovin, wasn't it? And I think AppLovin appears here somewhere, if I remember correctly. I think it appears here, maybe. There we go. So I think that's AppLovin. I think it is. I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's no... Yeah, AppLovin. There we go. It said at the top. It said AppLovin inside of the address bar at the top there. So that's cool. So that's all 3 ad networks we've got running now. And that's a very important test, obviously, at the moment, as ads are making more money than in-app purchases. And yeah, it looks like EA is doing marketing on Chartboost and AppLovin there. So, because they've both gone to the Sims free play, and it looks like a new one. Jeez, they got 19,000 reviews since November 25th. Jesus. I am so jealous. I wish I had 19,000 reviews of one of my games. That would be awesome. Different model though, of course, altogether. Alright, I'm going to pause it there, guys. I'm going to come back in just a moment.